Hello, this is Bolton Wanderers. Please do not swear. That is the away tunnel. I can tell you that in there is Stuart Webber and Daniel Farker. They've been in there for quite a long time now, chatting over what they've witnessed here at the Macron Stadium, where Norwich City have been done 2-1. I think that's probably the best way of putting it. It's been one hell of an afternoon, and apologies because this place has acted as some sort of bowl that has repelled all sorts of 4G and Wi-Fi signal. So it's been a pretty harrowing afternoon to work in, given you're trying to post updates and not having much luck. So that performance has probably been as bad as Norwich's in spells. Really weird afternoon, to be honest, because we saw a bit of regression, I thought, to what we had in August. Lovely play. Norwich moved the ball well a lot at times. They created a few chances, but not a huge amounts. Probably two decent ones in the first half that Cameron Jerome should have taken. Norwich in general look like a side that are struggling to score goals now. And that's now putting pressure on their defence, where the last 10 minutes of the first half, they just completely switched off. It was a nicely worked goal that got Bolton ahead, but Christoph Zimmerman kind of got beaten by Gary Medine as the cutback came in from Pratley, and that was too easy and just offered up too much, too simple a goal, really. And given we've already been saying all weekend how important the first goal is for Norwich, because it does seem to dictate a lot of how things go after that, to then concede the second one within 5 minutes was bitterly disappointing, as good as Alan Armstrong's strike was. And from then on, Bolton really had the run of the show. Going into the second half too, and Daniel Farker made quite a few changes. He made a double change early on and a third change then, with again 25 minutes to go. So he's proactively trying to change things. But the players aren't able to do what he wants to do, and the confidence has flipped so quickly. They've lost confidence so quickly. It's quite dramatic how that's turned around in the blink of an eye. Given as I think we've just said, the Ipswich game was less than 2 weeks ago, so just frightening how that's flipped around so quickly. Norwich did have good chances later on in the second half. Josh Murphy's one-on-one that he had was so good, he was able to miss it twice. And before Josh did take a brilliant finish with virtually the last kick to make it 2-1. 1,200 Norwich fans were here today. And it's a long way to come to see what was a second-rate performance. There's something to be said against a Bolton side who've only won one game before today. And at times Norwich were making players like Sammy Omiobi look like world beaters. So this is going to be a very long, hard international break coming up, because there's a lot of questions that have been asked now. And you know, Norwich had a poor start, they then had a good month, probably now had a bad month essentially, or very mixed month. I guess this is what a work in progress, sorry to use that phrase, is. It's a bucket with holes in it, and when you plug some holes, more form, and you keep plugging away, and you hope that eventually you end up with a bucket that can hold the water. We don't know if that's going to happen yet with the resources, and it does. If people aren't feeling the pressure of the fact that what we do know is, come the summer, if Norwich don't go up, they're going to lose some serious, valuable assets. Then it's a really tough one to take with where Norwich are, and they're losing big ground on the top six, which maybe as we look at this squad and the side and the way they're doing things, maybe this is what we're going to get. Runs of good results, runs of bad results, and ultimately a mid-table finish, because kind of looks like what that's going to be, and that would be tough to take, because it would mean a big changes in the summer again, and real question marks for what Norwich do going forward. But there we go. One afternoon where kind of seen it all in terms of things not going right on the pitch or off it, and to be honest, I think it's time to have an international break to think about it. So we'll move on. PinkUn.com will have all the post-match reaction, of course, from Daniel Farker, and Ivo Pinto played with a very fetching white mask to cover his broken nose. He's going to have surgery on that over the international break. And of course it will maybe give a chance for a few players to come back. To me, Alex Tettey, I asked Ivo Pinto about it. Obviously he's not going to say that it's all down to Alex Tettey, and it's not all down to Alex Tettey, but goodness me, are they missing him defensively. Hurry back soon, Alex. Anyway, Norwich lost 2-1. Time to go home.